So when a founding member of a legendary punk rock band reached out and asked if I'd like to buy a few pieces, I was all over it.
Oh, that's an awesome bridge on that.
Yeah, it's the Schroeder bridges. And this might be colored vinyl.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can get you a copy of this photo.
If you would do me the honor, though, I would love you to sign this and this for me. Very cool legacy, man.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it was fun. You know?
Froggy flips.
He's not a killer.
Oh, yeah, he didn't look like it.
How you doing, man?
How's it going, man? Good to see you. Hi, puppy. Hi. It's okay. It's okay. He's just excited.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Maybe we'll start with the things you already want.
Okay. Sounds good.
As you know, these aren't expensive. So.
Yeah.
And I think there's a battery in here. I don't know if you know anything about the Behringers. It's a to change the batteries. You have to push these two things in with like an ink pen.
Oh, okay.
And it pops a little spring off so this door comes off.
Oh, okay.
And the battery sits right under here.
Awesome.
So it's not hard, but
yeah.
Cool little vintage delay pedal. You know, it's just basic. So this was actually personally mine. This was mine too. This is the Keeley DDR thing. It's probably got a little surface dust on it, but I probably used it out about a half dozen times.
Oh, really?
But it's perfect condition.
Yeah.
Got all the paperwork and everything with it, you know. So,
Oh, that's cool.
So it's really neat. And if you want to hear anything, you can. But I guarantee everything works.
Oh, yeah. I trust you on that stuff.
This a buddy of mine lives in Missouri. He is a computer guy or something.
Mm-hmm.
He, every time he's moving, he said, "Man, I got a bunch of stuff here that if you want it, you can have it." And I was like, "Okay." And I thought he was going to just send me some little odds and ends.
Yeah. Actually get good stuff.
Yeah. So this thing here, I haven't played it, but a Mad Professor Super Black. Apparently, it gets all the sounds of all the *60s era blackface amps.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then it's got like it's a 2-channel thing. You stack them or use them independently.
Mm-hmm.
And I've watched a bunch of videos on them on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's pretty dang cool.
Cool.
But nothing that I would utilize.
Yeah.
You know. So, and I think right now comps on these are going for anywhere between like $100 and $300,
Mm-hmm.
which is nuts.
Yeah.
This nothing special. It's just that little audio thingy. This I never heard of it. J-Rocket Boing. It's just a spring reverb.
It's like a little boutique thing or something, probably.
Yeah, a little boutique thing, and it's those are going for, I think used. They're going for about $100.
Yeah.
New ones. I don't know if they're brand new or not, but people advertise them as new. They're like 160.
Yep.
This is the crazy thing.
Yeah, I mean that looked pretty out there.
This is again brand new. I mean, I don't know if it's ever even been used.
Yeah.
Those things I think list for like $500.
Mm-hmm.
And they're selling, some used are selling for
over three I've seen. Yeah.
So it's nuts.
It's cool.
So, but I barely can use an amp. So yeah, I don't know if I could ever figure out all the ins and outs.
Because that's a looper, right?
Yeah, it's a looper, but it's also got, again, check out some videos on it, but it's a looper, but it's got a built-in rhythm section, like bass and drums.
Okay.
You can program it, like they call it like a band creator.
Band creator.
Yeah, so it's like you can actually, you can choose the bass line you want.
Right.
It could be real simple, just root notes, or it can be real busy.
Yeah.
There's a plethora of styles.
Yeah.
Jazz, rock, punk.
That's really
metal,
cool.
All kinds of stuff.
I think I currently have like a Boss RC20. Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Look at those looper pedals, but that looks a lot more involved, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really neat. I mean, at least the videos. I mean, like I said, I would be like, oh, I would have no clue. So there's this fun.
Cool.
Stuff.
Sold.
It's a Fender case. It's
That's really neat.
Nice. It has a little ding here.
It's pretty.
Yeah, it's nice. You can fit a Strat or a Tele, and I think an SG.
Oh, really?
Positive, but I think an SG might fit in here too.
That's cool.
Don't quote me on that. Obviously, I have 72 custom.
Yeah.
This is a Lindy Fralin wide range neck pickup. It's definitely Lindy Fralin. It's got the little stamp on the back, LF.
Yeah.
Dates and everything. These sold new for about $185.
Oh, sure.
And then the switch tip, it's good quality. It's one of the vintage style, so it's got the long tail on it, rather than just the round. Mm-hmm. And I like the chrome tip. So.
Yeah.
Then volume and tone, two pots.
I love the split too, with the like with the nickel cover.
Yeah, and they sound great.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Good. But this Tele here, it was a 72 custom, and I decided I just wanted to do something simple.
Oh, that's an awesome bridge on that.
Yeah, it's the Schroeder bridges. They're expensive, but they're nice. They're like $150. And they do brushed nickel, they do aged nickel, they do chrome.
don't think I've ever seen a tele bridge that I like more than just like a standard ashtray. But that's really neat right there.
It is neat. Yeah, it's good. It definitely worth looking into.
Yeah.
And if you had, they do like half ones too if you're doing like a Strat style.
Yeah.
But anyway, I got a custom pickguard made for this.
Right.
I thought that I could just get it engraved.
No.
Because it's PCP.
Oh, okay.
Or PCV, whatever it's called. It's toxic when you use a laser.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Shoots out hazardous chemicals.
Yeah. So anyway, it's in there if you want it.
Okay.
You know, here's the gift section. These are for you. That's my CD.
Awesome.
Last year.
Very cool.
And I did a movie back in like '95. But there's an actual video copy. That
that's awesome.
So probably not worth nothing, but you know.
No, that's really cool.
I guarantee you those are rare.
That's awesome.
So yeah, it's pretty cool.
I actually have that amp. I have it in pink.
Do you? Well, then I don't have to explain it to you. Has yours got the blue tooth on it too? Yep, there you go. So you know what it is. Don't have to explain that. Throwing these in, DVDs that I'm never going to watch again.
Okay.
First three are all Jerry Lewis stuff. None of them are rare. Carl Perkins and Friends, a little thing.
Yeah, that's neat.
From the 80s. It's like a rockabilly thing. This, I have never seen it anywhere else. It's the story of the Telecaster.
That's cool.
And it's really cool. I can't remember where I got that. And I ordered it online. I know that. I looked up on eBay to see if there was any out there. There's none out there. I didn't do a full Google search, but
that's
it's cool. It's 2 DVD set. It's actually cool. And then there's a movie called Elvis on Tour. This is a bootleg called Elvis Through My, and it's all the Elvis on Tour footage, but it's also all the unreleased footage too.
Oh, that's neat.
So it's like a 3-hour long thing.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of cool.
Very cool.
So, iPod 160 gig.
Okay.
This was my personal one. It's got 27,000 plus songs on it. 18 track body count.
Oh, wow.
But I'm sure you're aware of what you get out of that. And then this is what blows my mind. So there's a copy. This is a reissue. It's still sealed and everything. Right now, open ones on eBay.
It's like $128.
Yeah.
I looked. I know.
There you go. Are crazy. Are stupid.
That's crazy.
There's that. And then to go with that,
nice.
Zero Boys, the blue vinyl. There's only one I could find. It went for like $50.
Yeah.
But then there's a sealed
detour
version of the album. Same thing.
That's
going
awesome.
for crazy nuts money.
Yeah, there's like one orange one up now for like $200 or something.
And this might be colored vinyl.
Yeah.
I don't know. But and you won't know until you open them. There's like that was the thing when you bought them.
Right.
I think they did 1,000 of them, and
that's so cool.
And it was just random. Some were colored vinyl.
I love the artwork on this one. It's so cool. Iconic.
So for this group of stuff, I was thinking 150.
Sure, absolutely.
Okay, and then the bonus section, and I've got a little tote bag with me.
Okay.
The little bonus section. This is something that you may not be interested in at all. Autographs. One has a little mini COA with it. I don't know if it's worth anything or not, but Mel Blanc.
Oh, wow.
Bugs Bunny fan.
Yeah.
And then this, are you familiar with who Sam Phillips is?
Sam Phillips, yeah.
Owned Sun Studios.
Sure.
Discovered Elvis and all those guys. I got to meet him back in 2000.
That's awesome.
This was at Jerry Lee Lewis's 65th birthday party in Memphis.
Wow.
So I got a chance to meet him. So I got a couple of autographs. He had signed a guitar case, which guitar case over to Buddy's house.
Yeah.
And that I wouldn't know what value to put on these at all.
Right.
But in my head, I'm thinking if you're interested in them, $150.
Okay.
If you're interested. If you're not, it's fine. I get it. And the only verification I have is I can get you a copy of this photo to show that someone actually got the autograph.
Yeah.
But that's your call. If you're like, man, I don't want to get into that stuff. I totally get it.
Do you know what it says?
Yes, it says, thanks, God bless, Sam Phillips. I know, worst autographs in the history of autographs.
I mean, I'll never find that again. Yep. Good. Sold.
You good? Okay. All right, then. And I'll send you a copy of this. You'll have it
awesome.
before you get home.
Love it, man. Thank you.
Yeah, you bet. And I struggled with these. I was thinking about offering you that stuff, but I can't do it. I just like it too much. This is signed by Fritz Freeling.
That's really neat.
I'm the guy that did all the artwork. And it's weird because I bought this first. I had this framed. I bought this first, and then like 2 days later, this turned up on eBay.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, holy crap. And of course, the guy sends it to me and it gets damaged in the mail.
Yeah.
It's like I got it was in like a little priority mail thing.
Yeah.
And it had a hole right there.
No protection.
So I wrote him back and I wrote the guy and I said, hey, this is like, God, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And I wrote the guy back and I said, hey, this was damaged. Do you happen to have another one? He said, I do not. I was like, And he said, "Do you want a refund?" I went, "No, I'll keep it."
Oh, wow.
So 150, 150.
Should be 800.
$800.
Awesome, man. I love it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Fantastic.
Thank you, man. I was so close to ordering that colored vinyl too. I'm really glad I didn't.
Yeah, and like I said, I can't guarantee you what's in that.
Oh, I don't care what color it is. I mean,
I have no idea.
Yeah.
You know, so
that's really neat.
it's,
If you would do me the honor though, I would love you to sign this and this for me.
I can.
Could you?
You know, yeah.
Yeah.
Just over the shrink wrap, or
I mean, I'll open it. I don't care.
that's up to you.
I'm not gonna sell it.
Okay. Yeah, man, I'd be happy to.
Cool.
Let me go get a.
Sure. Let's see what it is.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that. Awesome.
Look at that, dude.
Score.
Yeah.
All
Right on. I'm happy. That makes me happy.
Do you have a personal copy of it?
I've got 2 copies of the original pressing of
Yeah.
Destroyed. One is open. The other one is sealed, but the seal had broke on it.
Yeah.
And then I've got an original copy of Knock Your Block Off, and I got an original copy of First 7 Inches.
First 7 inches.
Yeah. I got another one of those, I believe. Oh, no, I don't. That's the only one of those I had. But I have, they did a 20th anniversary double album.
Oh, okay.
And I got one of those.
That's awesome.
And legend has it, there's going to be another reissue soon.
Oh, really?
So we will see. Do you want it personalized or just?
Whatever you want to do. Yeah, I'm not gonna sell it, so
It's up to you, man.
feel free to put my name. Sweet. Thank you so much.
Don't let it smear. I mean, I'll happily sign that one for you too.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to keep that one sealed,
Yeah.
I think I've got an open one.
Oh, okay.
You can just have it.
Sweet.
And like if you ever run across a Toxic Shock version of Destroyed, the first pressing,
Uh-huh.
it's got a 9-page booklet in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'll show you one next time.
That's cool artwork too. The Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Very cool legacy, man. It's a
Thanks, man. Yeah, it was fun. You know? I mean, those guys are still together. They're getting ready to go to Europe, actually.
Oh, really?
For like they're going to be there for 8 days, I think.
Oh, wow. Sweet. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, man.
Thanks, man.
I really appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank you so
I
much.
appreciate it too, and it makes me feel good to go to somebody that cares about it.
Oh, yeah, man. I'll appreciate it for sure.
So, right on. All right,
Sweet.
dude.
And we are back in the showroom. It is no secret that I have a deep passion for collectibles. Pop culture, horror, cards and comics. Vintage toys probably get the most screen time on this channel. But the other category that takes up a huge amount of real estate in my head would be music. Everything from records and posters and vintage concert t-shirts all the way up to instruments and accessories like guitars, keyboards, pedals. Music has been an important part of my life for a long time, and honestly I probably don't showcase it as much as I ought to. Now at this point my personal tastes span many different genres, but it's safe to say that my roots are planted firmly in punk rock. It was the first sound, the first lifestyle that I thought, you know, I could really be a part of this thing. So when a founding member of a legendary punk rock band reached out and asked if I'd like to buy a few pieces, I was all over it. Danny Thompson, aka Dr. Roadkill, was the original guitar player for an iconic punk band that just happens to be from my home state of Indiana called Sloppy Seconds. Sarah and I and our friends, we were going to see them at their all-ages shows as far back as middle school and high school. So when I got that message, I recognized the name, I jumped at the chance. He sent me a picture of some gear, quoted an amazing price. When I got there, he had even more to show me, which I'm probably more excited about the second lot. But real quick, let's take a look at everything. So we're $800 all in, but the initial deal that we worked out beforehand was for all the music gear that he was selling for $500. One or two of these pedals will most likely end up on my pedal board. A few might be used as trade fodder, but I will throw up some comps with these because I think it could be argued that this initial lot pretty much takes care of the entire deal if you're looking at it from purely a value standpoint. First off, we have the Behringer VD400 vintage delay pedal. These are cool pedals, they're not worth a whole lot. Used, you can usually find one for about 30 bucks or so. The only pedal without a box from the entire deal was this J-Rocket Boing. I don't know a lot about this pedal personally. I'm guessing it's probably some sort of reverb. Next up we have something called a Super Black Mad Professor, another pedal that I don't personally know too much about. It's got a switch for bass cut and a switch for compression. I wouldn't personally have use for something like this, so this will probably be one that ends up in the trade pile. And then we have the two that I'm most curious about. First off, it is the Keeley DDR, stands for Drive Delay Reverb. 3 very handy effects, so if any of them sound good, it would be pretty convenient to have them all in one pedal, so I'll definitely have to give that one a shot. And then I did watch some videos on this one, and it actually seems really cool. It's called a Digitech Trio Plus. It's billed as a band creator and a looper. You can basically play a guitar through it, and it'll pick up a bass line and pick up a drum beat, which could be a very, very cheesy effect, but when it's coming through this pedal, somehow it sounds pretty realistic. So another one I'm very excited to try out. Inside this pickguard, we have a very nice pickup. It's called a Lindy Fralin Wide Range Humbucker. Kind of a boutique brand. I think there's generally about a 3-week wait list on one of these pickups if you go to buy it new, and it'll usually run you about $185, I think. And then the last part of that initial deal was for this beautiful Fender Poodle case. It fits a Stratocaster and a Telecaster. Just so happens that the Telecaster is one of my favorite guitars, so it was the perfect opportunity to go ahead and fill it with this beauty right here. I absolutely love the plush red interior, just has such a classic look to it. And at the end of the day, it's about $150 to $200 case. And then that brings us to the extra deal, the stuff I'm probably a little more excited about, honestly. Actually, there were a couple gifts as well. This is one of Danny's solo CDs called Hooked, as well as what has to be a pretty rare VHS copy of a movie that he was in back in the 90s called Love Handles. You don't see me buying iPods very often, but when it has a library of 20,000 plus songs of pretty much anything you could imagine, yeah, that's actually pretty cool. We got the infamous, very hard to find 18-track body count CD, a vinyl record from another influential, world-renowned Indiana punk band, Zero Boys. The record's called Vicious Circle. Very hard to find a copy of this. Even living here, this is the first one that I have personally seen. A couple autographs that I just thought were too cool and too important not to buy. Like Danny, I have no clue on the value of these, but we're talking some pretty important signatures when it comes to the history of pop culture. First off, we have Mel Blanc, the voice of Looney Tunes. How cool is that? And then another really neat one, Sam Phillips, the founder of Sun Records. Very cool that Danny was able to get this autographed himself while attending a party for Jerry Lee Lewis. I did have to ask Danny if he knew what it said. It says, "Thanks, God bless Sam Phillips." Very hard to read. Apparently that was pretty common towards the end of Sam's life. And then my favorite part of the entire deal, something I hoped for but did not expect, some very, very hard to find Sloppy Seconds merch. They are different versions of the album Destroyed. Amazing artwork on these. It's a take on the Kiss Destroyer album. A copy of this record on eBay is probably going to run you over $100. This was sealed when I got it, but I did have to rip it open just because I'm not going to sell it and I wanted Danny to sign it. So that is very cool. That's going straight into the collection. And then also a sealed copy of the CD, another very, very hard to find piece of media. I believe a used one recently sold for $100. This one is sealed, and Danny was cool enough, he did not want me to open this for another autograph, so he went and found an open copy, signed it for me, and now I'm left with 3 very cool pieces from the man himself. That is all I got for you this time. As always, I want to thank you so much for watching the video, but until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, love ya, bye.